What you got to do is you got to look at that moment, look at it, and don't look at me and Denzel. Look at everything in the back.
Okay.
You'll see Viola Davis go.
What's up? It's Tubbs Krueger, man. This is Taco Tuesday. I'm at Oaxaca Taqueria in Wall Street. With a good friend of mine, Chuck Creekmur, AllHipHop.com, CEO, founder, journalist, media mogul, moderator, activist.
You're far too kind.
Chuck, how you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. I'm great. Happy to be here.
Well, you look very well.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Are you a fan of tacos?
I'm a big fan of tacos, man. I love tacos. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like the tacos on this particular menu, I didn't recognize the names and things, so I just went with the chicken, and so I'm into it. I'm here for it.
Something chill, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
So you would say if you had to go to any place to get tacos, chicken would be the go-to?
Yeah.
No pork on your fork?
No.
Okay.
No, I ain't had pork in 20-something years, really.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. As a taco head, we have to let people know that eat tacos that a real taco is not on a hard shell. So we got some fresh tacos from Oaxaca on Beaver Street down Wall Street. And we're gonna eat some of these and we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk a little bit. We're gonna get into some hip hop. We're gonna talk about AllHipHop.com. Because some of these, some cats don't know what AllHipHop is.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy to me. But I mean, I'm a little older, so for me to be in this game, you guys kind of threw me a lot of knowledge. You know what I mean? You guys are the OG of the hot takes.
Right.
So we're gonna get into that for a little bit too.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Let me take a bite out of one of these tacos real quick because I don't want to leave this.
That's
alone.
a serious taco.
Yeah, I think this is the kimchi right here.
I should have got that.
You want?
I might have to get one of those before I leave.
Oh yeah. A lot of people don't know that you and Grouchy started the site years ago. Like what was it like? How did you approach that? Like, so I know you had your time working in different outlets, and then you decided to just do your own thing.
Yeah, I mean, I was a struggling writer, journalist, and a general hip hop head, into everything, in the every part of the game really. But as you get to be an adult, you got to find a job.
Yeah.
So I found a job which was at a bank, but at nights, it was like being a superhero. By day, you put on a suit, put on a tie, and at night, you take that joint off and you go do your Superman thing, which for me was hip hop.
Okay.
So I was going back and forth between Delaware and New York.
That's a trip.
Yeah, it was a trip, definitely a trip. In fact, I was doing an interview earlier and I was telling them that same story and they were like, hold up. You mean from Delaware to New York? On your work day? And I was just like, yeah, it was like nothing to me. Some days we would go to a spot in New York, a show, or not, some of that wasn't even work. Some of it was just straight shows. Yeah. Meeting people, getting the
networking.
Yeah, networking. I mean, I'm not even gonna call it networking, it was just being ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Talk of Tuesdays and all that.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. But this is like wetlands, like people, wetlands, remember that?
Yeah.
Like spots like that. So, but I kept doing that. Plus I was doing small interviews with different independent magazines. Long story short, Greg and I were both doing like similar things on the internet because we both had stuff popping before we became a partnership in AllHipHop.
Okay.
And then we basically joined forces because the internet gave us an international and a global platform. Plus, I was interviewing all the hottest artists at that time. And we were creative as hell. We were thinking out the box in ways that we can't even do now because the game would like blackball you for life if you were doing the things we did then now.
You guys are a little risky with the threads and everything.
Yeah.
I know when I was in college, hip-hop threads was
serious. Yeah, it's crazy.
Jigsaw say whatever he felt.
Yeah, it was great. It was great, man. It was a beautiful time. But people embrace you, and then you get friendly with people or become friends, and then you're like, man, I can't diss my friend.
Yeah.
Or I can't diss my friend's client or artist, because then the friend gets hurt too.
Yeah, it's a lot of that in the game, especially now. But you know, some of these young cats, they don't really even know how to hold relationships.
That's true. Yeah.
They're, as the kids say, they running for the clout or just trying to get their likes. And they fail to realize, like, you know, my boy Quan told me today, because I was watching See the God. He said something like, he said time is a currency, and then my boy hit me. He's like, nah, relationships is your currency. And I had to think on that, like, you're right. Because most of my relationships that I have throughout the hip hop, because I too hip hop was my second savior to what my job was.
Right.
You know what I mean? So as a head, I was just like just building and touching base on with people here and there.
Right, right.
So that's how I really got into the game with the help of like some cats like my boy B Dot, because we went to college together.
Oh yeah, salute.
Yeah.
B Dot. I was actually speaking at Dell State and I met B Dot.
Yeah, you did a hip hop summit.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
Yeah. He helped put that together.
Right.
If I'm recall. Now with the site itself, I mean, you guys are definitely hitting on years and developing and still creating. It's still creating content. What's some of the hardest things to stay up with the times? Because I know the blogosphere is way different than it used to be.
The hardest thing for us is really keeping up with every artist that pops up, because you know now an artist can be bubbling in what you would call the underground, and then they pop up and they have millions of followers or thousands of followers or incredible following, period, and you may not even be privy to that information. It was good talking to Wiz Khalifa recently, because he said the same thing. Like, I was like, I thought it was just us. From that point of view, the news point of view, we don't have that many issues, because breaking news is not really breaking news like it used to be. Back when we were really the only one really doing it, it was easy.
You guys were digging. I would get stuff from you guys while I was in school before cats in New York was getting it, because y'all was knowing. I don't know how y'all was doing it. But y'all was knowing everything before it was going down. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, like, again, it kind of goes back to the relationships, but you can, you know, it's like people will tell you stuff they wouldn't tell the regular news. Now you have like a TMZ that they run the TMZ, because that's a wide hit.
TMZ is and it's crazy because they're so connected to hip hop now, and sports rather, that they really provide news for a lot of us in a certain instance. Because if it's, you know, if they say that happened, then we're like, okay, that's like NBC or somebody,
right?
Which is still kind of crazy, because it's like, where did they get the clout to be in that space? Yeah,
well, I mean, you know, we don't got to talk about them too much, but I know how they did it. They did it how AllHipHop did it, which is they have sources everywhere. Yeah. You know, and we had sources everywhere. We still do, but moving on a lot of that information is sometimes shaky. Yeah. And that's why our rumor section was so popping, because we would take all the sort of unsubstantiated and stuff that wasn't fully factual, and we put it in the rumor section. Yeah. They do the same thing, but they put it in the news section. Okay. Sources say, eyewitnesses say. You know what I'm saying?
How responsible are you with the site as of now?
Responsible as far as what? As
in the content.
We're extremely responsible. You mean me personally, or mean like?
Personally.
Oh, I'm still very hands-on. Yeah. Yeah, very hands-on to a fault. You know, I literally texted Greg today like, yeah, yo, we gotta really delegate a little bit better, because we really do care, like, for the culture. Yeah. And that's a good thing and a bad thing, right? It's a good thing in that you take on this burden that pretty much nobody will take on, and you resign yourself to be that outlet that really cares, really pays attention. We care about hip hop culture. Yeah. And that means something. Now, the thing is here's, you know, we've been around for a minute, and it's time to not say give it up, but definitely allow for more younger voices, people that care about Lil Pump. I don't. Yeah. No disrespect to Lil Pump. I'm not supposed to. as far as I'm concerned. You know, so I'm not gonna pretend to put him in my hottest rappers. I'm gonna put Nick Grant in my hottest rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's more in tune with what I like.
But I see like with cats like you and the YNs and the B-Dots, and I keep going. Y'all don't hate on the younger rappers. Y'all more, you know, have your opinion and you stay if you like it or not, and you go from there. So you see certain outlets, you got the cats on the couch and they just hating for hours.
Right. Nah, man. I'm definitely not a hater, man. I love it. I love hip hop. Period. I love it. I just want balance too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a time and place for almost everything. You know what I'm saying? Almost everything. But anytime something is out of balance, then there's going to be issues with it. Now, there's some older cats that are just old, man. And I said this on Facebook or Instagram. Yo, if you washed, just be washed. And hey, don't hate on the young cats. I mean, you're doing exactly what our parents did. Not my personal parents. My parents embraced everything I did, but you just as bad as the old guard who wouldn't let Run DMC get on TV. So they went to the white boys who understood how advanced they were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
Yeah, because I think there's a huge parallel with the advancement of that. Because me, I'm getting older. You know, I have a child. He's getting older. Well, he's not as old, but, you know. But when he's around me, I try to play music from my generation, clean version, of course.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, play stuff that's new, so at least he could hear it. You know, so he could decide. You know, eventually as in what he wants to listen to.
Absolutely.
And I play all ranges of music, but that's just how I was raised. My father did the same thing.
Right.
So it gives you a choice of being musically inclined, really.
Yeah. I do the same. My daughter she knows every form of music from MIA to Janelle Monáe to...
She lit.
Yeah. I mean, all the way to hip hop. I mean, we were on my IG. You can look right now. We listening to All Birds with Rick Ross, French Montana. We rock out down to Rock Cocaine. Not Rock Cocaine. It's a song with MF Doom and De La. I think it's called Rock. Produced. Yeah. I mean, we doing it.
Yeah.
You know, all the way to Christian hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because people miss out on the Christian hip hop, which is really just clean hip hop. Yeah. With a little messaging in it.
My mother used to always give me this thing called 357. It was from Florida. It was a Christian rapper. They was pretty dope. Okay. She used to give me that and then give me a Nas CD.
Right.
Make your choice. Well, I'm gonna listen to this after I listen to Nas.
Right. Yeah, man.
But how is that being? I mean, a father in hip hop, like, you know, you running around, still getting your QT in and all that.
Yeah, of course. I'm the best father on earth. No disrespect.
Hey, you're supposed to say that.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoy being a dad. I mean, to me, somebody told me the other day. They asked me the other day, is being a father the easiest job in the world? I was like, yo, are you bugging? He was like, well, you make it look easy. I'm like, well, that's a whole different story. Yeah. I enjoy being a dad, so it may look easy to you, just like all hip hop may look easy to you.
Which is not.
Right, it's not at all. But I enjoy being a father. I love my daughter, I mean, so much. And I like my daughter. That's the other thing.
Like you like the kids.
Right. You can love somebody and not like them. So me and my daughter, we hang out, we kick it. It's just like being friends in a way, you know, that sometimes gets fuzzy sometimes because, you know, she don't want to clean her room or whatever. But, you know, we make it happen.
Kids.
Yeah. So on the music front and as it relates to hip hop, it's not that much different. I'm like you, I keep it clean as possible. Yeah. She's old enough, she's a teenager, so she's old enough to really hear it. I choose not to, you know what I'm saying? She knows not to, but she loves all types of music, man. I told her, look, one of the best things I ever did was listen to all forms of music. I could talk about Kiss and Gene Simmons. I could talk about Estero, Enya, Coldplay, Radiohead.
Well, I mean, see, that's the big difference of how we were raised, because like the MTVs and things, they were flourishing all different types of groups. We didn't have a situation where, yo, you can't listen to this genre.
Right.
There's always somebody that's ignorant to it. Like, yo, that ain't for us. I'm like, it's on TV, bro.
Right.
I'm watching this.
Right.
I don't know what this is, but I'm about to learn. And that right there itself, like, gained so much knowledge. Like, because I listen to Nirvana, and my favorite group is Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
You know,
mine's Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh yeah, they fire.
Yeah.
Super fire. I've seen. I think I even reposted a clip you had. You was on the red carpet. You do a lot of red carpet work.
I do some, not much. I do the important the ones that matter. So the last one I did was Denzel Washington.
I was going to speak on that. I mean,
can you talk about African American men and how this movie speaks to them?
You kind of went viral to the point. I think I told you last time. This is a long time ago when I seen you. I was like, my father sent me a clip. He's like, I don't know who this young brother is, but he talked to Denzel.
Right.
And I like what I'm hearing.
Right.
The transition and the conversation is good just for a couple of seconds.
Right.
And I remember hey, like you got the internet going crazy.
Yeah.
Like how does that feel to be a part of a moment, you know? And because we don't, as black people, we don't have that many big moments to where like cats are proud to send that off to the Facebook to the older cats. There's a whole lot of fake news and a lot of ignorant content that gets oversaturated and over reposted. But you was like, everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great moment, man. I mean, that was literally top 5 work moments in my life, period. But
top 5 though, yeah.
I'm gonna call it top 5. I mean, that's definitely. I've been viral a couple of times. That's the one that went the widest for sure. And basically, man, I worked that carpet. It was Denzel. It was the red carpet for Fences.
Okay, yeah.
I don't do that many red carpets, real talk, man. I mean, I can't remember the last red carpet I did. But Denzel was really getting crowded. People were all over him. So I just literally grabbed him, almost literally, respectfully. But yeah. If you look, what you got to do is you got to look at that moment, look at it, and don't look at me and Denzel. Look at everything in the back.
Okay.
You'll see Viola Davis go. You'll see all the other journalists mad, and respectfully, man. But everybody was anticipating him going down that part of the carpet, and I just grabbed him for a minute and just kind of hit the bullseye. And it was good though, man. I mean, I speak truth at all times pretty much, man. Every chance I get, I speak the truth. And again, that's, there's 2 sides to that. I mean, we really do something no one does as owners or CEOs.
Yeah.
We literally handle working 2 sides of our brains, business and creative. That's not easy, you know what I mean? And so you sit there and you're like, all right, kind of like living it is not as easy anymore. You know what I mean? When you're living it, it's natural. It kind of works in tandem. But then when you're not living it, but you still got this business, which kind of stays consistent, you're like, all right, well, let's get somebody that cares about these guys more than you do.
What's the next thing for Chuck? Because I mean, there's got to be a book or something on the way.
Book is on the way. I'm writing it, and it's a process. It's not easy. It's way harder. I've written long articles, and this is nothing like writing an article, no matter how long. So the book is God willing, I'll finish it this year and find a way to get it published.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah. I mean, that's nothing. That's easy.
AllHipHop founder, co-founder, bestseller. Boom.
There you go. I'm inspired though, man. I'm inspired by a lot of people. Charlemagne is somebody who inspires me. I saw his book. I read.
Good book.
Yeah, his book. Jay Prince's book is really good.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to come in the mail so I can read it.
Yeah, almost done that. And so I'm inspired to write a book. I got some TV and film work. I have a digital talk show coming.
Okay.
So I'm giving you like stuff that I haven't even told anybody.
Oh,
exclusive hype beast.
Don DeMarco.
Right. But yeah. So definitely, and at the end of the day, we want to really figure out how all hip hop continues to thrive in this environment for the next, 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
And that's important too.
I don't really see you guys going anywhere, man, honestly.
Nah, I don't either.
I got y'all still bookmarked.
Appreciate that. Too many people are building platforms on other people's platforms, and to me, that's a failed business.
It's a failed business mantra,
model.
but
and
it's at the same time a lot of cats don't want to do the work.
Yeah. It's hard to build an actual platform.
Yeah, so what we trying to do right here with this, is take an idea and execute.
Absolutely.
And then go from there.
Yeah, man, I see a lot of gossip. I mean, the gossip is, it's crazy. I mean, I'm not knocking it because all hip hop's rumor section was definitely gossip, but it was kind of like respectable and rooted in a lot of truth. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I mean, I love the game, so I don't really care what people do. I know that we're gonna stand on our square and be good with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Two kings from Delaware.
Yeah.
And let me ask you another question. Why hasn't a rapper from 302 popped yet?
Oh, that's a sore spot, man. Wow. Man. All right, let me see. I think I gotta be politically correct for the first state, but I think that I'm gonna keep it real. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it real. I think Delaware cats need to travel more. They need to get out of the state. They need to get out of that tri-state area, that Philly area. They need to go farther out than an hour. They need to come to New York and be obsessive with it. They need to go to Los Angeles and be obsessive with it. And they need to wave the flag. Yeah. There's a lot of guys out here that are doing it, but it's kind of low key. Yeah. It's kind of under the radar, and they don't stay committed. You gotta be a pit bull out here, man. Not in your own state. You gotta be a pit bull out in the world, period. And so I'm gonna say why I'm not really fully sure, because I'm not 100% in tune with the talent in Delaware, but Delaware has a lot of talent, but I'm like, I need to see you in New York.
Yeah. Every week.
Twice a month. You gotta dig in, man.
It's the only way.
It's the only way. So Greg and I have something percolating. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna speak on it. We're gonna talk.
I want to see it. Just let me know
next year
when it show up at.
Yeah, for sure. We got some. We got enough skin in the game now to be able to kind of go back and give back. Yeah. Well.
I want to give a big shout out to Oaxaca Taqueria. Make sure y'all pull up here, man. Great people here, great food. The tacos are slamming. I'll check y'all next episode, Taco Tuesday, man.